That's my mom, and that's her college friend, better known as Lucy Liu, where they met at the University of Michigan. Who's a celebrity your parents were friends with before they became famous?
Okay, so quick backstory before I reveal who this is. My family had a restaurant for a number of years in LA, and we had this one customer who'd come nearly every single day. He was an aspiring actor at the time and would sit outside our patio for hours just rehearsing lines, and over the years had gotten really close to my parents. And so they'd be so happy for him anytime he'd land a bigger role. And he supported the restaurant pretty much up until it closed, but I can't say enough nice things about this dude. I mean, he deserved all the success he had, and so it was really tragic to hear the news of when he passed, but that's Chadwick Boseman, and that's my parents. Rest in peace, King.
Who's a celebrity your parents were friends with before they became famous?
Okay, so for context, this is me. This is my dad, this is my sister, my mom, and that's what we look like now, right? And then, so this is my dad in college with the star of WandaVision, Randall Park, Jimmy Woo.
Who's a celebrity your parents were friends with before they became famous?
This is my dad, and he played Pele dos Santos in Life Aquatic by Wes Anderson, and at the time Matthew Gray Gubler was also in the film, and he played an intern in it. And when they were living in Rome, he would always hang out with my parents, and he even went to my sister's birthday party, her first birthday party, by the way, not to flex. But let me show you some pictures for you Matthew Stans and you Matthew Simps. I will show you some very unreleased, very like never before seen pictures of Matthew. So there's this. Oh boy. Him and my mom. Iconic. The cast. Him next to my dad. Him getting punched in the stomach. Him, my mom, my sister. Iconic. Angelica Houston, my sister, and him in the back. Iconic picture of him in the balloon. Iconic. Pretty sure there's like tons more, but that's it.
Who's a celebrity your parents were friends with before they became famous?
So this is my dad right there, and that is obviously Paul Rudd. And there was Sigma News at KU. There's another picture of them. And they were actually roommates. Here's a pic of them a couple of years ago. This was probably 2014. And here's a picture of me kissing Bae.
Who's a celebrity your parents were friends with before they became famous?
Yeah, so my mom's high school boyfriend was Tom Cruise. Here's a picture of them at prom.
Who's a celebrity your parents were friends with before they became famous? I'll go first.
Okay, so my mom dated Tim Burton. She went to prom with him, grad night with him. They went to Glendale High. She said it was really, really weird. He used to draw these crazy pictures for her, and it like freaked her out, which is like why she broke up with him. But like I said, they went to prom together. She wore this like really stunning yellow dress, and in the director's cut of Edward Scissorhands, he says in the commentary, he's like, yeah, like I remember going to prom night, like on my date, she had like the most beautiful yellow dress on, so I wanted to recreate it. And I was like, Mom! And we went out and we looked, and it was literally identical to the dress that my mom wore. And I was like, get it, girl. Ooh.
Who's a celebrity your parents were friends with before they became famous?
Not my parent, but my great-great-great-grandfather. We have his diary, and I used it in college for one of my papers. And I got to read it and go through everything in it, and found a little note where he was talking about having to go into Springfield, Illinois to meet up with his lawyer, whose name was Abe.
I don't have a picture of him, but I do have a picture of his daughter, who is the only person I've found in my entire family who has my nose.
Who's a celebrity your parents were friends with before they became famous?
So we all know this lovely man right here, Mark Ruffalo of the Marvel franchise fame, the Hulk himself, even better in 13 going on 30, even better in The Kids Are Alright. Well, this is him, my uncle, and my mom in high school. The three of them were all best friends. He went to high school in Virginia Beach at First Colonial, and he was in my uncle's grade, but my mom was a year younger and was a tomboy and only hung out with my uncle's friends. So here's the three of them having a great time, living it up. Love you, Mark Ruffalo.
Who's a celebrity your parents were friends with before they became famous?
Like, I don't know if it's too early to say this, but me,